Hello beer tubers and welcome to another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hoppets. Today, checking out some more German Pilsner that I got from Dan in Germany. Dan was really kind to send over a boatload of different German Pilsners for me to try because he wanted me to try some of his favorite Pilsners, which is very awesome. So thanks a ton, dude. He sent me some that he also thought I'd like, and so far we've been on a roll with some really awesome ones. My favorite being Riegele Herrenpils. That was just right up my alley. This one I've had before, and this is from Brauerei Keesmann in Bamberg. And this is their Bamberger Herrenpils. So another Herrenpils. 4.8%. I've been to Keesmann. I remember somewhat enjoying this Pilsner, but not as much as other Pilsners down in Bamberg. I had this with the Schäufele, I think that's how you say it. Schäufele. It's kind of like a Franconian version. It's not the same as a pork knuckle or a haxe, but it's in Franconia. There's something similar to haxe, but it's made with the pork shoulder, with just the blade bone there, and it's kind of split in half, and it's roasted the same way and everything, like crispy skin. It's just a lot less like fatty and rich. Like it's a bit more, it's a more easier eating experience. Like when you eat haxe, you get super full. I'm actually making haxe right now. I'm brining haxe in a very much Schlinkala inspired brine. Actually, I tried to mimic how they do it at the Schlinkala restaurant down in Bamberg in the bar there for Oktoberfest kind of party. But there I had the Schäufele and it was awesome. I loved it. I think I liked it maybe a little bit more than Haxe on that trip just because I had so much Haxe. So we had so much of all this like really fatty food. But I really like this beer as far as I remember. I wasn't as thrilled as I've been with other Pilsners. So we'll see what I think having it in the bottle for the first time. Keesmann Bamberger Herrenpils. They have a few other beers. They also do a Weizen and I think a Gold beer. I think we had like just this and Gold, and I think we had a Buck as well because it was in the autumn. I was there with my old job. But Pours, a beautiful golden yellow color, light chill haze on there, streaming carbonation. It had that fluffy eggshell white head that you get from slow pouring a Pilsner. And I will say, not all Pilsners get like that from slow pouring. A lot like the head just falls down. This just looks like so different. Like this dense head. I think it's either because of step mashing or possibly decoction mashing. You get like this really hefty head and then also natural carbonation. But let's check out the aroma on Keesmann's Herrenpils. Really nice as well. Not as popping and aromatic as Riegel is, but I'm also using a stein for this or a mug. So it's not as easy to pinpoint aromas, but man, it smells really good. Fresh bread, like really nice bready character to it. There's maybe a hint more of sulfur than some other German Pilsners. But otherwise, it really puts me in the mood for this party tomorrow because I just brined the pork knuckles, and that smell is just like it just took me back to Bamberg, and this does as well. Has like the hop character that's there's like not crazy intense, but there's like this like herbaceous, slightly grassy, peppery hop character. But it's not as intense as in like Riegel's Herrenpils or even Schönrammer's Pilsner for that matter. But it smells pretty good. It does. Let's give it a taste, guys. Cheers. Thanks for the beer, Dan. That's quite nice. It's very nice. Um, Good bitterness, very good bitterness, but it's not like the same like exact flavors I want. I feel like this has. Brett had this, and he told me he said he felt like it had a hint of DMS, and I can see there's something in there, but it also just reminds me a little bit of like a husky grain, maybe more so, like a husky grainy malt profile, just a little bit. It's like a hint of it. Um, and I think sometimes I have a hard time pinpointing if it's DMS, which is the cooked vegetable flavor, off flavor in beer, or if it's like husky grain flavor, which can be due to tannins from malt. But it's just a little bit, so I don't feel like it really ruins the drinking experience. But it could also be the hop combo. Like some hops in these classic German beers has like this slightly woody, earthy flavor. And there's definitely lots of that going on in here for me. Like woody, herbal, also grassy, also peppery. It's not like really fruity and floral, which is what I often prefer. Like the perfect balance in Pilsner is when you kind of encompass all of it. And the earthy, peppery flavor is like a little bit on the back end, but the forefront, at least for me, it's all personal preference. It's a big like citric and floral bouquet and like just like really aromatic, and then the other things are like on the like an afterthought. It's just still a really good Pilsner. Really well made. I think it's a little bit sweeter than I also maybe prefer. There's a little bit of a sweet bready malt. It's not like Czech Pilsner buttery brioche. At least, you know, we talk Czech Pilsner, we talk like Urkel, for example. Because if you compare to Vinohradske, like I did in the battle, there's no comparison. But it's really good. Look how I'm crushing it. I almost finished half the bottle already. Like, Pilsners are just amazing drinkable beers. And when you drink more of them and they're done right, they're just so refreshing and drinkable beers. And it's like you don't get sick of drinking them, and a lot of them actually have a lot of soft, complex nuances. You just have to learn to appreciate them and look for them. Like, classic beer is still fucking awesome, man. I love all the hype and the haze and the barrel age and whatnot, but at the end of the day, sometimes this is just what I want. A fresh, cold Pilsner. That's just done really well. Like, I think this is really good. I don't think it's like close to being great or world class for that matter, just because of that Husky Grainy profile and the lack of pronounced fruitiness. But I still think it's a very enjoyable Pils. I like that it's bitter and it's dry, which is what I prefer in Pilsners, like bitter, dry profiles. There is maybe a little bit of a lemony touch. A little bit on the aftertaste. I'm debating like 89, 90. I think it's something like that. Maybe just 89. I'd probably go 375, not 4 on Untapped, just because that Husky grainy thing, like tannic grain almost, it just pulls it a bit down for me. But it's really good. I mean, if I was in Bamberg, and you know, I'd be happy to drink this really fresh. But I still have other places I'd rather go. I mean, Spezial and Schlenkerla are probably some of the musts when you're there. And also, I think it's called Kleiner Kackelofen. That's a really cool little restaurant, and they have super fresh. What's it called? The Amber Killer beer that Brett and I really enjoy from Budenheim. Budenheimer Killer beer, I think that's the name. It's got a longer name than that. St. Georgenbräu Budenheimer Killer beer, I think that's it. And they have it super fresh, and you can get it with classic German fruits in a very cool traditional restaurant. Everything there is cool and traditional and old school. Like, if you're a lager lover and a lover of Rauchbier, Bamberg is a must. But yeah, this is really good. I think 99, 89, 90, something like that for this. Maybe 88, like in that range. I think let's say in between in 89, because I don't think it's too bad with that like Husky grain. I've definitely had like craft examples of lagers that's been more on that. But nice stuff. So yeah, if you guys had a chance to try Keesmann's Bamberger Herren Pils, let me know what you thought of it. Very nice stuff. As always, remember to comment, subscribe to the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm going to say cheers and delicious Pilsner, and see you guys in another beer review.